The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Antonio Wimbush has really came on the scene and has made a great impact at Carson-Newman Football. Wimbo is a kid that's made an impact on this football team by being the kind of person that he is. He's a leader. He's what you call great things in a small package. He's got great explosion. He is a special player out on that football field. He is a guy that can make things happen from the time he gets his hands on the ball, and he's working hard to make himself be a player that makes things happen when he doesn't have the football in his hand. So we're very, very proud of him, and we're very excited about him being part of our football team. All right, Jonathan King, a transfer here from Tennessee Tech, has an outstanding leg. Really makes things happen with his foot. He's got great explosion off his foot. He is a good youngin. He has worked hard. He had some issues in the spring. He was very, very sick with a virus and those type of things. So he's improved through the summer as far as he's got to gain the weight back and working on his strength and that type of thing. But he has the possibility of being an outstanding punter. Brian Bembry will be back this fall. He's a young man that was injured in preseason camp last year. He is a force to be reckoned with. Brian makes plays. Unfortunately, even his freshman year, he was hurt with a hand, finger broke or some hand broke or whatever, and then missed all last year. He's really worked hard this spring and this summer in the weight room. He's gained his weight back, his strength. He wants to be one of those guys that's an up-front guy that could be a leader. So we're dependent on him very much in our defensive front rotation. Well, Lonnie's a unique young man. He'll be here working on his master's. That's great for this program that we've got graduates working on their master's and continuing their football year. So, but Lonnie is a young man that's, knowing that this is his last season. I hope he's got great expectations for himself because we certainly have those for him. Lonnie can make things happen in the kicking game, but also as a veteran, bringing along some young receivers that we have, we're expecting big things out of him. Jordan Seal. Jordan Seal is a young man that we have great expectations for. He was a highly sought-after recruit in high school. Last year was forced into action early. Anytime you take off and put 4 freshmen in a true offensive line, you know you got some great things that are going to happen on both sides of it. So he fought his way through that last year, was injured a little bit, nicked up at times. Has had a good offseason, weight room, had a good spring practice. So, we think Jordan is the kind of player that the sky's the limit for him. Okay, Montel Presley. Montel was as a freshman last year, was one of the base guys in our defensive line. Due to injuries and depth problems, Montel had to play way too many snaps in ball games. He's excited about the people that have been brought in to be around him as far as defensive linemen, that we feel like we can get us at least a 2-man rotation on both sides. And like any player, the fresher he is, the better he is. Montel's a very, very strong and agile young man, and so we expect great things from him this fall. Dawson Campbell, what a great youngin'. He's got the size that you want as a long snapper. He's got good speed to cover. And he's a steady young man. He comes from a great family. And buddy, when you're talking about a guy going out there to snap it, I've had to do that. That's a different thing in the world to ask you. But he's been very, very steady for us and very, very dependable, and we're glad we have him.